Hi, it's Sunday night, the 17th of May, and day 138 of Living the Dream. The power statement I had today was, today's Sunday, so go ahead and focus on sharpening the saw and on my relationship with Kathleen, and that's what I did. Usually my wife is the first one to get up. A lot of times she's up well before 6 o'clock, but it being Sunday morning this morning, and due to the fact that last night she stayed up on her Facebook doing some bright line eating conversations, replying back to some friends in that group, she came to bed a little bit later, and so we both slept in. And as soon as she got up, I got up, we went in and started the win the morning, win the day routine. We splashed cold water on our faces, and we brushed our teeth together. Then we stepped out and made the bed together. Boy, does it make making the bed fast when you do it together. We then went downstairs and finished our morning routine, and I had some exercises to do, and Kathleen went outside, and I think she sat on the porch to take in the beautiful fresh air and the beauty that was today. And as she got up, and I think she watered her flowers that she bought yesterday and planted, so it was great. Here's my to-do list. I think I've already thrown it away. I did. I threw it away last night, so anyhow, it's done. I had on it sharpen the saw. I said, spend the day with Kathleen, and it was just great. That's basically all I did today. I read, I relaxed, I listened to some beautiful music as I read and relaxed, and I had a great breakfast, like I said. I did come upstairs and watched all 24 segments that I've had and got done and all built out. I was checking for any mistakes or flaws that I might not have noticed yesterday, but they all look great. I then went back downstairs, and Kathleen and I watched some archaeological YouTube videos, some under the ocean and some on the Americas and other places in the world. Just so cool. At 5 o'clock we had dinner, and Kathleen and I for the night sat down. We watched the Jody Moore video together, and later we talked about it. And we then welcomed a new Airbnb guest who came in about 8 o'clock tonight. And she had a little parrot. It's not little, it's a big, green, beautiful parrot that she's had since it was a tiny little baby. It has some little sickness things showing up on it. The name of it, she said, is Bird, and the bird said Bird was her name, so she called her Bird. She has a specialist looking at the bird in the morning, so she stayed at our Airbnb as our guest, and she'll be gone by tomorrow morning. So it was just a beautiful parrot. Anyhow, Croy's question says, get honest with yourself. What didn't go well today, Marty, or what could you have done better? Well, I woke up still early for a Sunday, 8 o'clock, and we started the morning with our routine, so it was with power. We were productive in the way of some of the other goals that I work on, and I did move some things of those forward, and Kathleen and I showed up. We were present for each other, so it was a great day. It says now to combine these questions and ask, were you honest with yourself about your task today, Marty? In other words, did you keep your commitments you made to yourself today? Well, I planned the day out pretty well so that I really had a nice day laid out for relaxing, enjoying time with Kathleen, and just simply sharpening my saw. That's exactly what I did. I called and talked to my son as well this afternoon. He had injured his back. He could barely move that day, but it's been 2 or 3 days. But he had some important tasks in his yard that he had to get done before the concrete folks came, and so he was trying to do it. We had a conversation. I said, call your brother, Tanner's there, and he can come and help you. And so that's what he did. And Tanner worked 3 hours of digging trenches. Oh my goodness, he was so tired when he was done, but he helped his brother get ready, and he saved the day. So I was so glad about that. The next question Croy says to ask yourself is, what's the one thing you did that made you feel successful today, Marty? Well, of course, today was about other goals besides moving my coaching package along, like I said. I moved my goal of reading, my intellect, improving that. I read a lot today. I exercised. So my physical goals moving along. I did a lot today to move other goals along, and that made me feel successful. It's not just about the coaching goal. It's a well-rounded dreams and thoughts that I had when I started this year. So the next question is, what movies did you watch in your mind today, Marty? Did you make time for them? Well, besides my favorite 5 I watch every day, I watched more of Jody Moore's videos with my wife today, like I said, and some other entertaining archaeological videos as well. And it all generated inspiration and thoughts in me and made me stop to think, and it conditions my mind to think positive things and personal development thinking. So it's all good. It was a great day. Sharpen that. So you know how you do the bike thing and that round grinder goes around, you have your saw sharpening that saw. That's what today felt like. Next choice is rate your day. Well, I gave today a 6. Don't misunderstand. I say 6 because I relaxed at the speed of 6. It was so peaceful and relaxing and enjoyable. I love Sundays when I get to sharpen my saw and have a great day as I prepare for the next week. The next question Croy asks is, if this was the only thing you get done tomorrow, even if your day went sideways getting it done, but you still felt like a success, what would that thing be? Well, here's what I wrote down for my power statement. I'm going to finish building out and publishing lesson 12, period. Finish lesson 12. Woohoo! Tomorrow is going to be a special day. It's the day I finish that dream that I had of producing 12 coaching lessons. I have had a lot more that I've gotten done in that and ready to build on my website, but the big goal was getting these 12 lessons all written out, then recorded, and then built out and published. That's a lot of pieces that I've gotten through the portal of my mind and into the world of the physical. Tomorrow is going to be a great day. Okay, let's end the day strong. Here's what I'm grateful for today. First of all, I'm grateful for my dreams. Don't have a picture of that. I'm just so grateful that my two amigos came back with a solution to what I should do for my dream of generating an additional income stream for my base plus commission strategy. Remember that? I had several things that was going to be my base, about $2,100, $2,600 of base, and then commissions. I thought what I could do, lots of thoughts. At the end of August, my Social Security checks are going to start coming to me. I have my rental income coming in too, so that $2,600 is done. I then asked my two amigos to come back with an idea of what I could do for the commission side of this base plus commissions, and that's my additional income strategy dream that I had. They came back with the idea of being a coach to beginner entrepreneurs who want to start a business of their own, and the dream of producing 12 coaching lessons was born. Oh my goodness, that dream, that idea of 12 lessons has now come through the portal of my mind and is sitting on my laptop. Wow! Next, I'm grateful for the law of excusitis. I know that sounds weird, but I say it is a law and that I'm grateful for it because just being aware that it exists makes me want to do all I can to not confirm it in my life. I want to confirm the opposite law of no excuses. I want to avoid the failure disease of excusitis because it's a dream stealer. It's stinking thinking. As one studies people carefully, you will discover that unsuccessful people suffer from this mind-deadening thought disease of excusitis. Every failure has the disease or this law working against them in its advanced form. And most of us, even average Joes like me, have at least a mild case of it. In other words, we're all confirming this law in our lives of excusitis. Some of us do it in a much higher degree than others, but we all do it, and we got to be careful about that. So the fact is that excusitis explains the difference between the person who is going places and the one who is barely holding his or her own. As you observe people like I have, you will find that the more successful individuals are, the less inclined he or she is to make excuses. But both confirm the law. They either confirm it that they don't want excuses, or they confirm that excusitis is a killer in their lives. Lastly, I'm grateful for the principle of success that says successful people don't make excuses, period. I have never met nor heard of a highly successful business executive or owner, or a military officer, a salesman, professional person, or leader in any field who could not have found one or more major excuses to hide behind. They all have excuse opportunities to come. They just don't do it. And that's why this law of excusitis is a killer of living the dream. Don't let excuses take you down. There you go. I'll be back once again here at my laptop sharing another day's events, some little wisdom thoughts that I've picked up on or I've read as I continue on my journey to alignment. Until then, though, I wish everybody, including myself, continued success. Good night.